left the four.
Hey everyone, this is Rob.
And Michelle.
And welcome to Bunebape, your weekly podcast on everything you need to know about old school RuneScape. Alright, so this week up on the Potlucket, we have the progress and updates for both of our accounts, the videos we've been making, and just general stuff we have going on.
Some little life updates too.
Little life updates. And then the second thing is going to be the patch for this week, or the update, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be about Nex as well as the Raids 3 beta. And there's going to be some more information in there, but it'll be pretty much just about those things and all the rewards. And so the third thing is going to be about Leagues 3 and all of the drama surrounding that currently. So we'll talk about that, why everyone is upset.
There's a type on your list, so it says Leagues a Drum.
Yeah. Leagues a drama.
I can't read.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, kind of like...
Leagues a Drum.
Oh,
No?
okay.
Like that?
I don't know.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll just pretend that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And so then we'll finally be ending off with a Q&A. We have a couple questions from our listeners, and so we'll be going over that, as well as potentially a couple from Reddit if we have more time.
Awesome.
So before we get into anything, of course, as always, Michelle, what is going on?
Usually you say, how are you doing? So I was going to say, good. But good is not going on.
Okay, how are you doing?
Oh, good. Thank you.
There we go. Yeah, perfect.
I've had a lot of stuff going on this week. So last week, while we were recording the podcast, I was trying to get the Chompy pet. Got that Chompy pet.
Yeah, you have a good amount of pets now.
I have 3 pets.
Yeah.
Well, and the Hellcat. And my rock. I have 5 pets.
All right.
Wait. No, it's only 4. I just have
like-
the Kraken.
I actually have 10
Chompy.
cats.
Why did I think I had a
so-
3rd pet? I just made that up.
Yeah, you actually have like 15 pets.
Yeah, counting the rock and the Hellcat, I have 4 pets. So that's very exciting. The Chompy is my favorite. Definitely taking that everywhere.
You should just get like 10 cats. Can you get 10 cats in this game?
I think you can get a few cats. Oh, that'd be really cute, actually. I think you can't have multiple of the same cat.
Yeah, I know you can have a big cat and a little cat.
So you could get like the wily one, overgrown one, try to get all the cats.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be cute.
Yeah, just have like literally 15 cats in your menagerie or whatever.
Yeah, every kind of Hellcat, every kind of regular cat. Why not?
I mean, that's how it should be.
It's the way God intended when he made this game.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I got the Chompy pet.
You got it pretty fast, right?
I did. I think it was on like 200 something kills. So after you finish the Western Elite, it's like 1 out of 500 to get the Chompy. But it counts it every time that you kill one and every time that you pick their feathers.
Okay.
So I was like pretty close to actually being on the drop rate.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't
you just didn't
as
actually,
nutty.
You didn't actually have to kill that many, though?
Yeah, it's basically 1 out of 250 is how I was thinking of it if you go and pluck all the feathers.
Oh, that's cool. That's kind of weird that it gives you a chance on the feather pluck as well as the kill.
I mean, it takes so much effort to even get the Western Elite done. I'm like, you should just give it to me immediately. So,
Yeah.
makes sense to me.
That's pretty cool. Did you get it on the pluck or did you get it on the kill?
On the kill.
Okay, cool.
And I took a clip of it that I still need to send multiple clips to Behemoth or whatever.
Yeah, shouts out Behemoth.
Yeah, I've never
The
sent a clip.
cornerstone.
Need to do that. Also, I was doing a Pyramid Plunder like this same day. I only did 2 rounds of Pyramid Plunder and I got the Pharaoh Scepter.
Oh yeah, that was super lucky.
That was really lucky. So that was another clip I took that I was like, should I send this? I don't know.
Yeah, probably. It's pretty sick.
But yeah, other than that, I've leveled up a couple things. So I got my prayer to 86. No big deal. I got 99 ranged.
Easy peasy, easy. Third 99. It's
Third
a pretty good one.
99. And that's 2 within a month of each other. I think within 2 weeks of each other.
Yeah.
And I did that like on stream 2 nights ago. And I was just chinning maniacal monkeys to get it just
Yeah.
faster.
You chinned him. That was the first time you ever chinned, right?
That was the first time I've ever chinned.
How'd you like it?
It was chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did it in the Monkey Madness 2 tunnels?
Yes.
Okay.
I did not bring a helmet the first time. I don't know. I don't trust
Wow, how do
Wiki
you
anymore.
not bring a helmet?
Because they were like, bring a Slayer helmet if you're on task, and then the next suggestion, it literally was like NA.
Oh, what?
So I was like, no helm?
Why would you not
I
bring
don't
like
know.
your void like
I
clothes
don't
or
have a
something?
void range helm.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Sorry to just totally completely roast you alive.
Oh, I don't care. I don't need it anymore.
You don't need it anymore. Okay.
Now that I have Western done, I don't need void.
Oh.
until I decide I want it.
Okay, cool. Cool, I guess.
So yeah, I got the third 99. Right now I'm working on my fletching. I need to get up to 91 for the Desert Elite. So
Nice. At least that's a really easy one to level up.
it is, but I was trying to do it faster methods, and I have spent a lot of gold. So now while we do this, I'm just doing yew longbows.
Yeah, it is
To,
very
save some
expensive
money.
if you do it the fast way.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do it on and off, fast and slow, depending like how much I want to play, because I can technically afford it. I just really don't want to because I spent so much gold on it yesterday.
Yeah, I've always
Never
thought
hit
like
the
if
buy
you
limits.
even if you have like a massive amount of money, unless there's like literally nothing you really want to buy, I don't really see the reason to like do the darts, because darts is like incredibly fast, but also just doing it the way that actually literally makes you money is also pretty fast.
I didn't like doing the darts. I actually am preferring it doing amethyst tipped arrows and amethyst tipped bolts.
Oh, okay.
But both of those you also lose money. Not as much as darts though.
Yeah, just because like I've always only done the ways that make you money, which is,
Mhm.
for anyone that doesn't know, like anytime you fletch longbows of any sort after like maple or something at
No,
like level,
magic doesn't work unless you attach the bowstrings, and I didn't want to do that.
no, you still make money just
I was
fletching
looking
the
at the
longs.
calculator. Not if it's unfinished. You have to put the bowstrings on.
I think it depends on like the economy and stuff like that.
Okay,
Because
well,
whenever
right
I was
now you
doing
lose
it,
money.
I was making money. Yeah, even if you do lose money, it's like not that much.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just always done it that way because you still get like 150k an hour just fletching bows.
Yeah, I'm getting 170k an hour right now just doing the yew longbows. I'm doing them unfinished as well, just because I already had a bunch of yew logs. So I'm like, all right, well, let's try to save a little bit of money.
Yeah.
But yeah, I should be getting to level 87 while we are recording, so getting very close.
Yeah, that's pretty fast. I
Yeah.
think getting to 92 would be really, really easy.
91.
I know you don't need to. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. I was like, this is a very specific number. Yeah.
It's halfway.
Oh, I thought 93 was halfway.
No, it's like 92 and like 90% is like halfway.
Oh, okay.
That's why everyone says 92.
I always thought it was a 93. I guess I'm tripping. But yeah, the other thing I need to work on is like giving my thieving up to 91. And it's currently at 82 because...
Oh, so you have quite a few RSI inducing sessions until you get to where you need to be?
Yeah, I was going to do Arty Nights today, but I wasn't feeling very clicky, so that's why I'm just doing this right now.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because these two things I don't want to work on stream because obviously it's boring.
Yeah.
So, whatever. I mean, I could do Pyramid Plunder on stream. I did like a round of that yesterday, but then I got bored because I don't really like Pyramid Plunder that much.
No, me neither. I've only ever done it like once, and I
It's
don't
too
really
much
even
thinking.
remember it. I just like, I don't know. I feel like one of the only things that I would just like straight up prefer to actually go through the process of like going on mobile is for thieving, because I feel like it's just like so much easier.
I tried to log into my account on mobile, and I guess I'm typing it incorrectly somehow. I tried like 3 times, and it was like wrong username or wrong
Just,
password.
Like, get
So
locked
I'm
out
like,
of your own account.
I know I didn't want to risk getting locked out, so I was like, clearly I can't type on my phone. I'm just not going to do this right now.
Yeah.
It's just so small. I'm used to being on my computer.
Yeah, I mean, you should do. Well, I mean, you can do it on your like tablet or whatever.
Yeah, I forgot I even have a tablet.
Yeah.
Let's see if it would even work. Probably
Yeah, I know
won't
a
even
lot of
turn
people
on
have
anymore.
even done like crazy content on mobile, like Inferno and stuff like that.
Oh, people do some wild stuff. Because I mean, if you only play mobile,
Yeah, I mean, if
it's
that's all you
easy.
have, I mean,
whenever like we first started playing, we were just playing on mobile, and going to a computer was weird at first.
yeah, I know, like for a lot of people, it's like a matter of preference, but for some people, I'm sure they just like literally can only play on tablets. So
For
it's
sure.
like you have to like get used to it eventually, anyways.
Definitely.
But sorry to cut you off. Like, what else?
No,
do
you're
you,
fine. So, thieving, fletching. I also, the third thing I need for the Desert Elite, the only other thing other than these two, is to get the Calfight Queen's head. So I actually went to the Calfight Queen last night.
Nice. How'd that go?
It went pretty well. I did not die, surprisingly.
Did you
There
bring,
was a couple close calls, though, let me tell you.
Did you bring a bludgeon?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even know what I brought.
I don't even know who you are.
Yeah, I used the bludgeon, got a dragon warhammer for the special, all that good stuff. So that went pretty well. Did not get the head yet. So it's a 1 out of 128 drop, and it's guaranteed at 100 or 256 kills, which is very far away.
Yeah. I mean, that's not too bad.
Well, Calfight Queen, you can only do 1 kill per trip.
Yeah.
And you have to run through, like...
You weren't able to get the second kill?
No.
Okay.
No. Half the time, like, I was completely out of food by the time I was getting the kill shots. One of them, I only had, like, 10
Really?
health left. My prayer was out. I was out of food, and I was able to kill her, thankfully.
Huh, that's weird. I feel like I don't know. I haven't done her in a little bit, but whenever I did go there with, like, just, like, a regular BGS and stuff, I feel like I was getting, like, at least 1 kill and, like, pretty close to a second kill.
Wasn't Bando's Godsword you can heal yourself?
No, that's the SGS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
I mean, there was a couple times where I considered staying, but I was like, it's kind of too risky, so I just didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't want to waste food. It's not like every time I had no supplies. Some of them went really well.
Yeah, and it'd be nice whenever you do get your elite done, because then you could just get the rope that goes straight there.
Yeah, so once you have the hard done, you no longer have to bring ropes.
Yep.
And once you have the elite done, there's a shortcut, so you don't have to run through
The entire maze.
Yeah, it takes like over a minute real time to run through it.
Yeah.
So that's another annoying part about having to get at least, or at most 256. I'm like, oh my god, that's a lot of running here.
Yeah.
So
at least it's not like, I don't know, it's like a really complicated boss. It just hits really hard.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, other than that... Oh, I also was working on rune crafting a little bit. So I have to get my rune crafting up to 83 for one diary and then 88 to another. I think
that's pretty high.
It's very high. I got to 81 and I got bored. So I was like, I'll just do it like a little bit every once in a while, you know?
Yeah, that'll take you a couple days, at least.
I would agree.
At least a couple minutes.
Yeah, because originally I was like, oh, maybe I'll try to do those before the desert just because, like, I only need, like, one more task left. And then I was like, wait, I hate rune crafting, so I should try to do the desert first so I can use the 50,000 lamp towards it.
Oh, yeah, that'd be really smart.
Yeah.
That would save you, like, literally an hour of rune crafting.
More than an hour. Even doing blood runes, I mean, I wasn't doing it the most efficiently, but I was only getting, like, 35,000 an hour.
Yeah, I think bloods are supposed to give you, like, 45, but I don't know. I haven't done them.
I think that it's more like whenever you're, like, cutting them while running, which I wasn't doing. I was just staying in place.
Yeah, that seems kind of sweaty.
Because I was trying to do it AFK. Well,
yeah.
More AFK. It's not AFK at all. It's AFK for like 30 seconds once.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not like, also if anyone's like, oh, sweaty is bad. It's just, I do like sweaty stuff all the time. I
don't.
When I'm doing rune crafting, I try to do it as AFK as possible and not with any effort. So
lavas?
Yeah, so definitely not lavas or anything like that. So that's what I meant by sweaty.
Yeah, I try to do sweaty ones every once in a while, but I just can't hang. I did the darts yesterday for fletching, and since I couldn't do it on touchscreen, I was clicking so much, and that's why I was like, I don't want to do this again. This is not fun.
Yeah, you were complaining about darts. I really like doing darts. It's just, it costs like hundreds of thousands of gold an hour to do it, so...
Yeah, I only did the buy limit, which I think was like 20,000, and I was just over it. Because I like doing the fletching where you can just like be like, all right, make 100 at a time or something, you know?
Oh yeah, just like bank stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Precisely. So, yeah, I think that's it. One thing I really need to do is they added new songs to the game, which I'm sure you'll mention, but I can't equip my music cape. I have to go and do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw they... I saw they added a few of them, but I didn't really even think about how that would take away your music cape. Kind of like the quest cape.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it takes it away. I haven't tried, to be fair.
I mean, it makes sense because you have to have all the music, so...
Yeah, I do need to go get those eventually. I think that there's only a few more. Yesterday, I just went to the Woodcutting Guild and unlocked one, so I was like, oh, all right, I guess that's the one.
They added a new one to the Woodcutting Guild? That's so weird, because it's been there forever.
Yeah, they added 3 new ones.
Yeah.
Or more than 3. 3 ones I have left. The Forest of Shazian, Out at the Mines, What Happens Below, ...
Oh,
I'm sure that's in
spooky.
like Catacombs or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to do it the day it came out, but it didn't have a list of where all of them were, and I didn't feel like looking around.
Oh, yeah,
I'm sure there's a list now.
Wait for someone to make a list.
Yeah, I'm sure it's out now.
Yeah.
But, yep, that's it for me. That's a lot, I know, but...
No, I mean, if you had a lot to do, then that's pretty good.
Yeah. Before we get into some little real life ones, how have you been in game?
Pretty good. I've actually been making some progress. I know last week and the week before that, I didn't really have anything to say about the game just because I was playing pretty much New World entirely. But
then shout out Mandy.
Yeah, shout out Mandy if you didn't see our shout out.
You,
I made a few videos
you
just for
called
you.
us out and changed Robert's life.
No, yeah. So like, it's funny because Mandy is like, for anyone that doesn't know, is like one of our OG like listeners and viewers, and yeah, they've been supporting us for a long time, and so I felt really bad. They commented and said that they wish I put out more RuneScape videos, and so I did feel really
You
bad.
put out like a New World one every single day for weeks now.
Yeah, and so I ended up putting out 2 RuneScape videos yesterday. So I mean, maybe go check them out if you haven't done the Halloween event and stuff like that.
The Halloween event's really cute.
Yeah, and so I put out a couple videos like that. So shout out to Mandy. I probably wouldn't have put those out if she didn't say anything. So shout out to
Mandy.
them. And yeah, so besides the videos though, I've actually been making some progress on the GIM.
Woo!
And I am not making a lot of progress, so it's not like crazy, but I am like doing some quests, and it's so funny because like I'm such a Iron Man noob. So I'm just like so not used to doing stuff the Iron Man way, and I like went to go do Witch's house today to get my health up.
Oh.
So I could go do some other stuff to get so I could do other quests. And Witch's house, for anyone that doesn't know, get your health up to like 20 right away.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like it just immediately gets you there from like level 1 or whatever, level 10. And I went to go do it, and I didn't bring enough. I didn't have that much money from thieving, so I didn't bring enough runes, so I died twice.
No.
Once because I couldn't get the safe spot, and then the second time because I ran out of runes. I only bought 100 casts of airstrike.
Hilarious.
And the enemies had way more health than I thought.
And how did you have to use more than 100?
Well, the airstrike only hits for like up to 2.
Oh my god.
And like one of the enemies had like 30 health. So
you know what that means.
Yeah, there's no way.
I needed 500 casts.
Yeah, anyone that's like familiar with the Witch's House mob, it like transforms into 4 different enemies. And I was only able to kill the first 2, and so I just like had to leave.
Mm-hmm.
I actually just died again, and then I went and like picked up my stuff from Death's office. So thank God we're not doing hardcore Iron Man.
You would have lost both of our lives.
Yeah. Well, I was telling Michelle I wouldn't have like taken such a risk.
I wouldn't have been there if I was.
Yeah,
hardcore.
I would have like do everything extra like cautious, but now I am thieving and getting more money so I can go back and actually do that quest, because I could do it with range.
Wait, you didn't even finish it in the end?
No, I still haven't finished it because there's like no way for me to get more.
You probably just need more than 10 hit points.
No, the thing is you go there to get hit points, because like it would take me so long to get 20 hit points, but I could just go there and in 5 minutes get it.
I mean, you don't have to like get 20, but you could get like 12 or something. Get a little bit.
I don't
Fine,
know.
Or not.
That's a complete waste of time. But either way, so yeah, I'm gonna go back there, and I'm like stubbornly wanting to do it with magic, because
I can tell.
I really want to get high elk, because getting money is pain, because I don't have access to RD Knights yet or anything like that.
Oh yeah. What level do you need to get RD Knights?
55, I'm pretty sure.
What are you right now?
Let me see. 20 thieving, actually.
20? You can probably go somewhere else other than... He's at robbing the man at Lumbridge Castle.
Yeah, no, I could go somewhere else, but...
But will you?
No, it's like really... You apparently have not been playing your GIM at all. It's very hard to get to the other places.
I would like to tell everyone, I have not played my GM at all since then.
Yeah, so her asking me, oh, you can't go somewhere else? The only other options I have is the farmer and ham followers.
Have you considered the farmer?
No, they don't drop gold. What are you talking about?
I want to change the subject.
All
so tell me more about
clearly
this.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't. I was just asking a question.
Yeah, you're like, oh, why don't you just go to the GE and buy a staff, idiot?
Ay.
But either way, I'm like gearing up to go finally finish this quest, and it's a struggle. So shout out to all the GIM that are way further ahead of me than
most of them.
Yeah, most of them.
I mean, you're better than me.
Yeah, low bars.
Hey.
And so yeah, it's been going really well though. I've been enjoying the experience so far, and I've been purposely putting time aside so that I am putting more time into the GIM.
Yeah, he's like, every morning I'm gonna play GIM.
Yeah, and hopefully I'll put out more videos and more content, so that'll be kind of cool. And I think I'm gonna put out a series on my GIM and my progress with the GIM, so I think that'll be a pretty cool video as well.
That'd be sick.
But besides that, of course, I've been putting out a lot of New World videos.
Oh yeah,
those have been doing pretty well still, and I'm having a really good time playing the game still. So definitely it has its own problems though, so it's definitely not like rose-colored glasses for anyone thinking that. The game definitely has its problems, But obviously every MMO does, as we'll get into RuneScapes
And we
in
have
just a minute.
some of our own YouTube problems. He made a video that like popped off and got like quite a few views, and then he realized that his information in the video was wrong.
Well, it's like it is right. It's just not like 100% the best information,
Yeah.
which is kind of funny because it was like one of our more popular videos we've ever made.
It got like 30,000 views, and then
Yeah.
so he just pinned a comment of someone correcting him on the top of the comment.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like they were right, but it's like also not even that big a deal.
Yeah.
And like if no one's gonna play the game most efficiently,
It's
or
pretty funny
most
though.
people aren't, so like it
We're
doesn't
like,
really matter.
It
to most
has to be
people.
this one that gets popular.
Yeah, it's funny how YouTube works, but
Yeah, isn't it?
either way. So I have been working on the GIM. I have 150 total levels, so not much at all. But after I get the next few quests, I'm gonna knock out some fishing levels,
Nice.
HP, attack levels, and get access to spirit trees pretty soon here. So
Oh, cool. I love the spirit trees.
yeah, so that'll be pretty cool. And then once I have all that and the fishing levels, then I'll probably head over to Tempros for a little bit.
Love Timbros.
Yeah, so this is honestly the progress is going pretty well, and like I said, I've been having a good time.
I'm glad.
Yeah, and that's how the YouTube's going as well. And Michelle didn't mention, but she has been streaming every night, and that's been going pretty well
Yep.
as well. So
Yeah,
if
the
you
stream's been really fun. Last night we averaged at 7 viewers, and 7 is like the most we've ever gotten
Yeah, it's pretty
average.
high.
And we've gotten it a couple times this month, so I'm like, ooh la la.
yeah, it's been going really well, pretty exciting, and yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as updates, I think that's about it. I haven't really been playing on my main too much. I mean, I have been whenever I am on my GIM, just as like an AFK thing, and I actually within like the first 50 kills got another blood shard.
Oh yeah.
So that's pretty cool. We are also doing a that's kind of in order to support our like giveaways that we do. We do a bond giveaway every single week. So feel
we
free
just
to
finished
drop.
our 4th.
Yeah, we did. And feel free to drop by our Discord anytime, and you can go to the literal giveaways channel, and just all you have to do is like react to the giveaway with a party hat.
Yeah.
And it'll
you don't
enter
even
you.
have to choose it yourself. Just click a button.
Yeah, you don't have to like follow us or anything. Just go there and you can, get a bond.
And then block us after.
It's just to help whoever like needs a bond or anyone that wants a chance at a bond. So
Yeah.
you can come by and hook yourself up with that.
It's actually just to help legit keep their channel going or their page going every week.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
they won 2 in a row.
But yeah, so that's why I'm just still over here at the Firewatch Sentinels, because it's mega AFK. I've already made like another 10 mil in the past 2 days or something like that.
You really need to get your Firewatch alt going.
Yeah, I could, but I don't know.
So I'm trying to make it so Rob streams like once a week potentially, just because I think that people do like ask where he is sometimes.
Yeah, I don't stream too often anymore. So.
Yeah. So I was thinking he could just stream and do some of those quests that he needs to do. So let us know if you want to see that.
Yeah, well,
Make
either
him
way.
do it.
That's probably about it for my updates, but I guess we can move on
Oh, wait.
to.
We had some other stuff.
Oh, what other stuff?
So we weren't streaming every day because we went out of town for 4 days.
Oh, I didn't know we were going to mention that. Yeah, we did go out of town.
I'm just gonna briefly mention.
Oh yeah. So we were out of town for a few days, but if you are from YouTube, you probably didn't notice because
We queued everything up.
yeah, I had 4 videos go out during that time, so that was pretty cool.
But it was cool. We went to the Oakland Zoo. We saw some wolves. They look scary in real life.
I don't know if they're scary. They're a lot
They
bigger
looked
than
like
you
dogs, like cute little dogs, until they started like running, and then I was like, "Oh my god,
Yeah,
that
they're
could
like
destroy
5
me."
times bigger than dogs. If you've never seen a wolf,
Yeah, and we also went to the Monterey Bay Aquarium on our way back.
yeah, that place was really really cool.
It's so cute. They have a live stream of their otters that you can look at, and they're so cute. They have so many sea otters.
Yeah, you can actually do that anywhere. So if anyone wants to see the cutest thing on the planet, then you can just go look up the Monterey Bay Aquarium otter live stream, and they'll
It's
actually have it.
So cute. Like I just clicked it last night just to see, and there was one like floating on top of the water with his little hands all
Yeah,
curled
it's
up.
really cute. Whenever they're just chilling, they like float on their back,
and
and they'll
they're in a
like put their
pool.
little paws up in the air.
It's the cutest thing
Yeah,
ever.
it's really cute.
And then on our way back, so we went to NorCal, and we left NorCal Monday, went to Monterey Bay Aquarium, drove like 500 or 400 miles, went to Disneyland for 2 hours,
Yeah,
and didn't get home till midnight.
yeah, it was pretty
It was fun.
pretty extensive day.
Yeah.
But,
Glad we
it
got
was a
those
good time.
Disney passes though.
Yeah, shout out
I've
to Disney.
never seen Disneyland during Halloween time, and it was really cool. Haunted Mansion at Disneyland during Halloween, best.
Yeah,
And Christmas.
I feel like it's the most exclusive like decorations because it's only up for October. right?
I think it starts
It's
in
probably
September.
in September a little bit, but I think obviously most people want to go in October.
Of course, yeah.
And then they take it down for November because that's when they start doing Christmas stuff.
Yeah, it was really cool. We didn't
Yeah.
get to see the show, but we're actually had already planned to go again next week, so we're going to watch the Halloween show then.
Yeah.
Lots of Disneyland stuff going on.
Lots of Disney's.
And it was brought to my attention by people on stream that it is okay for me to not stream every day.
It is.
So that makes me feel better about going to Disneyland because I was like, oh my god, but I'm going to take a day off. And I was like, oh, I can. I was kind of afraid whenever we came back from our trip that no one was going to show up to the stream, but turns out pretty entertaining. People keep coming back for more.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Did you reset the stream streak whenever we got back?
It says 2 now.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe I'll just stop doing that at some point.
Yeah, I only did that initially just to keep myself accountable, and then you just kept doing it.
Well, it was really nice because until we went out of town, we were at 45 days in a row.
Yeah.
It works whenever we're both streaming. When it's just me streaming, it's kind of a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
so
I guess so.
We'll see.
But I guess is there anything else, or is that it?
I think that is all.
All right, cool. So we can move on to the actual patch notes for this week. If it sounded like we talked about more personal updates than normal, it's because we did. There's not a lot to talk about this week as far as updates go.
Oh, yeah.
And so we'll talk about that because it's actually the beta worlds, like I mentioned in the beginning of the podcast. It's the Tombs of a Maskut, which is Raids 3 that's going to be coming out relatively soon, as well as the next rewards beta. So you can actually try out all of the Tomb of a Maskut rewards as well as the next rewards right now. You just simply have to go to any of the worlds. There's different ones for each different region, so make sure to check. I'll have the actual notes down in the description if you're watching this on YouTube.
Yeah.
And besides that, you can check out all the really cool gear. I think the most exciting is going to be the next rewards. One, because there is some fairly best in slot gear here, depending on what you're doing, such as the Zerite bow and the Vambraces and the Virtus set. I don't know if it's going to be best in slot in some cases, but I don't know, because it's going to be a mage set that is going to be kind of on par with the ancestral set, but not as good.
Oh, wow.
It seems like all the gear from Next is kind of niche. Even the bow that's kind of best in slot is only really
kind
good.
of, not really.
It's only really good in multi because it does
Okay.
damage to enemies that are stood next to each other.
So it's
And
very
if you're-
specific gear.
Yeah, and then there's new best in slot gloves that are just straight up the best for range.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah,
at
the
least.
Zerite Vambraces, they give 2 range strength as well as 18 ranged offense.
So I could throw away my barrows.
Yeah, whenever you can just throw those in the trash. I mean, actually, literally, kind of.
Whoa.
I mean, because if you're wearing the Zenite bracelet for magic, the Ferocious for melee, and then the Zerite for range, you don't technically need them.
I still have Ferocious. I keep forgetting to update that.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Hey.
But yeah, so that's actually the new best in slot, and then that in combination with the Zerite bow makes it so you can actually target up to 3 enemies all at once.
Ooh.
That are all next to each other. But the thing is, they have to be next to each other, so that's why it's only good if 1, the thing you're fighting is melee, and 2, it's multi.
Yeah.
If not, then this bow is probably not going to be that good, but it'll be interesting to see how it actually ends up.
For sure.
And also, there's another really niche item that came out with next. It's going to be the Ancient God Sword. So it's a new God Sword, same exact stats as all the other God
That's
Swords.
exciting.
It is kind of exciting, but the special attack seems like it's really weird. So for I'll let everyone know what it is. I'll say it.
That's all you have to say on the matter.
Yeah, it says if it hits, it deals your normal hit with 10% additional damage. In addition, an 8-cycle timer starts. If the target does not move more than 5 tiles away before the timer ends, they will be hit for 20 damage. And the attacker is healed for the same amount. So essentially, if the enemy doesn't move away from you, then you'll deal 20 damage and you'll heal yourself for 20 damage.
That is a weird one.
Yeah, so it's really weird. But
so specific.
yeah, potentially really good in some situations. So it's
Just
kind of
weird.
hard to say. I could see that being good at places I guess DKs whenever you use your melee at DKs, but it's also is it better than the SGS? I don't know, because the SGS also heals you.
Yeah.
It just doesn't do the additional damage.
Time will tell.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. So you can go check those out right now on the beta world and see if whatever boss you're thinking it might be good at is actually good, and maybe invest some time in getting that gear whenever it does come out.
Yeah. Should be pretty easy to get, right?
Yeah, it should be pretty easy to get. This is definitely not a boss very similar to Nightmare where you're going to get absolutely squashed without a bunch of people.
Okay, good. It's not like that.
Yeah, it's not like that at
Good.
all. But
Really
or at
weird
least
thing to say.
yeah, no, it's just a really specific thing that I mentioned there. But if we do move on to the next part, of course, the Tomb of a Mascot rewards, I'm not going to be going over in the podcast because we've already went over it in the past.
There was a lot to go over.
Yeah, there's been quite a few updates on the actual rewards for that. So you can just check that out, like I said, in the description.
Mm-hmm.
One cool thing that they actually did roll out this week is going to be the Milestone 3 client features. This is for, of course, the Steam features that they've been rolling out over the past few months. They are adding more and more features as time goes on, and these features are actually pretty cool. I think for the most part, they are really useful, and the first one is going to be the XP tracker. And the XP tracker is exactly how it is in RuneLight, where
I was going to say, is it like X or in RuneLight?
It's exactly how it is in RuneLight. Like
Okay.
it even has, they're introducing for the first time ever the sidebar panel. If anyone
Wait,
doesn't
how
know,
is that not on RuneScape already?
well, yeah, that's never been on RuneScape. But yeah, there's like
Wow.
a side panel in RuneLight that has like a lot of your add-ons there, so you can select the features and stuff like that. But also for the Steam client, now they have the option that it'll show you all of your different XP. It'll track how much you're getting per hour and per session and stuff like that. So
It's great. Everyone, if you have not tried it yet, you're going to like it.
yeah, overall. Also, I know a lot of people probably are wondering if they are newer and stuff like that, if they should try the game on Steam, and that's absolutely no. You should not play this
They
game
have
on
bad
Steam.
security, right?
They have
Something like
very, very poor security via Steam, so it's like just play the game and wait for Steam to have all of its features moved over to the desktop. If you
Isn't
don't
that how
wanna
Coleman
use
got
RuneScape.
hacked via Steam?
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, it's apparently very, very easy to get hacked via Steam, so I wouldn't
Don't do it.
recommend it. Yeah, you might get better performance, but it's at the cost of never playing the game on
Yeah,
your account
losing
again.
your entire account.
So yeah, rest in peace that. One other feature though is going to be timers. So they're adding timers to cutting trees and mining ores. So
How do you mean
whenever
for cutting trees?
just whenever you cut a tree or mine an ore, it'll come up with a timer on whenever it'll rejuvenate.
I don't have that on trees right now. Do you?
I do. Yeah, it's just the wood cutting plugin on RuneLight.
Oh, I don't. I must have it off. I
Yeah.
have the ore one. That's why I was like, "What do you mean?"
No, yeah, it's just a basic one on RuneLight. So it'll tell you
I had it off. I'm turning it on.
whenever stuff is going to respawn. So I think it's pretty useful in general.
I was always just waiting.
Nice. And the next one that's going to be kind of cool, but I think is probably the most useless of the things they're adding is going to be the Slayer Helper. It pretty much just
Oh.
is exactly like an enchanted gem, but it's always active.
But it saves you an inventory spot, right?
Yeah, I guess it does, but if you have a Slayer Helm, then it doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
I use that. So that like if it's what I'm thinking of, it's the one that shows your task like in the corner, right?
yeah, it'll show your task, where you need to go for the task, as well as how many you need to kill and stuff like that.
I actually use that more frequently than my helm because then I don't have to switch tabs. It's just
Yeah.
always there.
No, I use it more often as well. I'm just saying it's like kind of
Not the best.
yeah, not really needed. I don't know. The next thing that they have actually is pretty cool, and I use very, very often. And it's a logout notifier.
Oh.
So if you are inactive for too long, then you will get notified on RuneLight. I think even by default, it'll give you like a Windows notification. So they're going to be adding that to the base game as well. So if you have 30 seconds until you're about to be logged out, then it'll let you know.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. There are some more additions, the features that like highlight whatever you're clicking on. I don't see this being really useful, but whatever. And then, of course, they have down at the bottom the Halloween event.
Ooh.
Yeah, very spooky. So the Halloween event this year is actually really, really cool, and it was done by Mod Havoc. So
It was cool. It was funny too.
yeah, I feel like you should, if you enjoyed it like us, you should let them know over on Twitter. It's just Mod Havoc. And yeah, I think it's a really good event. It looks pretty cool. It's fun. It's really funny. There's a storyline that actually makes sense.
Yep.
And the rewards are pretty cool as well. There's like a reversible, I think in the UK they call it a jumper, but it's just a sweater in
Yeah.
the US.
Yeah,
And,
Rob actually made a video of a guide for it. If anyone's too lazy to like actually think about what's going on and you just want the rewards, you can hop
yeah,
over on YouTube.
it's just like a quick 10-minute video, and the quest is about 20 minutes.
Even less, depending. If you're watching a video, it'll be even less.
Yeah, probably. It took me like 30 or 40 minutes because I messed up a couple times. But if you're not like me, then it should only take you like 20 minutes.
Probably took me about 20.
Yeah.
I was getting very into the plot.
Yeah, it's actually really funny and like worth reading and stuff like that.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
So you can definitely get it done faster, I guess, but I don't see the point in that. But it's cool. You get a pot as a hat as well as a reversible sweater. It's actually a really cool piece of fashionscape. You can either have a orange pumpkin sweater or a black pumpkin sweater.
It's pretty cute.
You just right click and then you can reverse the design.
It's something I want in real life.
Yeah, it's kind of like actually like a piece of clothing you would have in real life.
Yeah.
It's really cool. And so besides that, since it was my first time doing it on my GIM, you actually don't need anything in order to actually do the quest. Everything for the quest is provided.
I know I brought money and then I didn't have to use literally anything at all.
Yeah, so you don't actually need literally anything, and it only takes a little bit of time. So yeah, so what's really nice is because it was the first time I ever did a Halloween event on my GIM, I actually got a ton of rewards.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I got like all of the Jason masks, like a ghost outfit, as well as the wall recolor, and I can change the color of my skin.
You could do the blue now.
You can do the blue, and you also get like a scythe, like
the toy scythe?
Yeah, the toy scythe from Diango. So you unlock like 10 things you can buy from Diango.
Yeah. So if you've never done a Halloween event before, do it because you're actually missing out on a lot of cool fashionscape.
Yeah, it's actually really cool.
Yeah.
I would highly recommend it. But I guess that's pretty much it for the patch notes. That's, like I said,
not a lot.
Not a lot. That's why we were kind of going on for a little bit extra earlier on the progress updates. But we do have another update, and this is going to be for Leagues 3.
Coming next month, right?
Yeah, exactly. Coming next month. But yeah, I guess that's kind of a meme.
Yeah,
it's definitely kind of a meme because for anyone that doesn't know, that doesn't follow anything OSRS related, I guess that's probably one reason why you might be listening. But,
yeah.
Either way, so the Leagues 3 was delayed, and it was supposed to come out, I think, November 6th, 2 weeks from now. At least I think that was the date. And they delayed it not by just a couple weeks or anything like that, but by several months.
Wait, months? I didn't look how long it was going to be. All I saw was on Instagram. It said it was delayed.
Yeah, so it's kind of annoying for a lot of reasons. But for the main reason being, a lot of people were like, hey, Leagues is coming really close to whenever GIM comes out.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone knew this and was like, what's going on? Because a lot of people are playing GIM really hardcore, like 10 plus hours a day, and they're trying to get really high into the leaderboards and make like a really sick account.
They don't want to be distracted by Leagues.
Exactly, because Leagues is the same thing. You are going to go hard 10 hours plus a day and get into the leaderboards and pretty much literally everything I just said. And obviously you can't do both. You can't just play for 20 hours a day. It's just, I've tried it. You just fall asleep at the computer.
That was funny.
And especially if you're doing hardcore and stuff like that. So people are really upset and like wondering if they should push it back. And so they are pushing it back. The only thing that makes everyone really upset is it took them several weeks or months to come to this conclusion, and only giving people 2 weeks notice beforehand.
I know, it was supposed to come out so soon.
Yeah, so a lot of people obviously took off work and scheduled their lives around starting
Oh my
Leagues.
gosh, that is such a bummer.
Yeah, there's a lot of funny memes though over on the subreddit. A lot of people are like, hey everyone, I quit my job for Leagues 3 and now my wife is gonna leave me, I'm gonna lose the house. But yeah, it's like
my kids won't talk to me.
It's literally that, just to like a non-meme degree, and it's just like wasting
that
a lot of
person saying that
time.
wasn't making a joke. It was a true story.
Yeah, literally, right? But yeah, it's just like wastes a lot of people's time, disrespects a lot of people's like plans and stuff like that. It's like everyone knew this was going to be a problem until Jagex thought it was a problem. But also make sure you don't go and at like all of the mods for the game. They don't have any
It was not their individual decision to spite you.
Yeah, just like most things that like happens that are really like just poor decisions. This isn't like the mods' choices. This is Jagex's choices. The mods
Jagex is more than just the mods. There are people behind the scenes who are not tweeting at you.
Yeah, for the most part, mods are just like a link between the community and the dev team and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I don't at them or anything like that unless, you're gonna
unless they start the fight.
Unless you have nice words, I guess that'd be cool. But for the most part, it seems like, again, they're getting a lot of hate and they don't have any say in the matter. So
That must be so frustrating.
yeah,
To feel like I'm not even on that team.
yeah, exactly. So it's like, it's really unfortunate, but we'll go through and actually talk about the little blurb that they have here about Leagues 3.
Okay.
So Leagues 3 Shattered Relics launch delay. After much discussion and deliberation, they've made the difficult decision to delay the launch of Leagues 3 until January 2022.
That is very far.
That is many months.
Yikes.
And so they said they're confident they'd be able to support the November release. As the content is almost ready for launch, they've heard everything you've had to say about the timing between Group Iron Man's launch and the League. So like I said, this is why everyone's upset, because this is a concern people raised many months ago. Literally like 6 months ago when they said that this is what they were going to do.
Yeah, they kind of dropped the ball again.
Yeah, exactly.
You could say.
A lot of people are upset, and understandably so. So also the reasoning that they're pushing it back is also another reason people are upset. It's not because they're waiting for content to get finished.
Oh?
They're actually completely done with Leagues, essentially. They're only pushing it back because of how popular GIM is.
Wait, so it's because of people complaining about not wanting to do Leagues yet that now we can't do Leagues yet?
Like kind of, yeah.
Ugh.
So it's like, one, they should have known that GIM was going to be popular and scheduled too close to Leagues. And two, they took forever to realize that. And three, the content's actually done. They just don't want to sidetrack people that are focusing on GIM at the moment.
I get why people wouldn't want to switch, but for someone who's not focusing on GIM, I'm like, well, I want the recolors of all that stuff already.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of, like, honestly lame on every single front. Like, no one wins in this scenario, which is the worst kind of scenario.
Even people focusing on GIM, I'm sure, are like, oh god, we didn't mean that far away.
Yeah, people focusing on GIM, it's like, I guess they technically win because they just have many days to focus on GIM.
Probably too many days.
Yeah, by the time that Leagues come out, people will still be focusing on GIM, but those people were going to be focusing on GIM anyway.
Yeah.
So it's kind of unfortunate. But to continue on, they do say that the launch of Group Iron Man has been phenomenal and far exceeded their expectation. I don't know how. Everyone expected this. So many of you are still getting into the thick of the mode. And with the maintained levels of support, energy, and excitement around the release, they agree that there should be more time for players to enjoy Group Iron before jumping into a different game mode. We had originally intended for there to be a much larger gap between the two releases, but with a delay to the launch of Group Iron meant this was no longer the case. It's regrettable that a decision to change to the League date was not made the moment Group Iron was postponed, and we apologize. Sick apology.
Do we accept the apology?
No, absolutely not. This is literally what happened not very long ago.
And I said, well, maybe they learned, and you said, no, they'll do it again.
Yeah, they
and
don't
then it
learn.
happened again.
Yeah, they literally always do this. So
Weird.
It's not surprising on any front that they did this again. So, yeah, rest in peace. So they continue on with saying that with Group Iron Man being so new, the mode is still very competitive, and we recognize it can be massively disruptive to a group of half of its members decide to go play something else for weeks. It's important that we don't break up teams just as they're getting started. We appreciate that this has suppered some of your... What is this word? It says, we appreciate that this has scuppered some of your plans. It's either scuppered or supered. Or suppered.
It's an English thing, whatever it is. And
Tell
we
me-
don't know.
Let me know.
Say how to spell it.
It's SCUPPERED.
We've
Let me
been
Google search
scuppered
it.
once again.
Oh, it's a British verb. That's why I don't know what it means. It is to sink deliberately.
Like a ship or its crew.
Yeah, or prevent from working or succeeding, aka thwart. Why don't you just say thwart? That's a thing that everyone knows. Why do you have to be English about it?
They are English, though.
No,
What do you
I get that,
expect?
but it's like, why do I have to look up this word?
I get this, but why are you so English?
I know, it's like like half of your servers are in the US. Like, no one knows what this means.
Someone's sounding real American right now.
All right, ridiculous.
Personally, I like scuppered.
I know, it's like, who has ever used that word? Actually, tell me if you are from the UK, if you've ever used that word.
They're like, I use it daily.
If you do, no, that's cool. If that's like an actual thing people in the UK say all the time, That's totally fine. I've never heard it.
This
though.
reminds me of whenever watching the Great British Bake Off and they say words and we have to look it up what they mean.
It's literally
like that person who said, "Oh, it's been donkey since that happened." We're like, "Is donkey a measure of time?"
Yeah, apparently it is.
I've seen that a couple times now, and it always makes me laugh.
Yeah, or like whenever they mentioned how like food is like stodgy.
We had to look that up. Based on the context, we kind of got it.
That one they use pretty often, so it's like cool. That's like something people use in their vocabulary.
But donkey?
But scuppered? What the hell is scuppered?
My new favorite word.
Yeah. But continuing on after scuppered, it says people will have taken time off work and make other IRL arrangements to play. We apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused. Well, sick. Maybe they'll get everyone's time off for that sick apology.
Can you send a note to their supervisors?
Yeah. Like, actually, I'd like to move my time off 2 months in advance.
Yeah, a lot of people are not going to be able to get it off now.
No, absolutely not. Especially only 2 weeks in with notice. So.
Uh-huh.
And so they say that they can confirm that Leagues 3 Shattered Relics will release. So it's hilarious. They say that we can confirm as if there's any weight to what they say there. So,
didn't they confirm it previously?
Yeah, they did. And so they confirmed it multiple times.
Yikes.
Previously. So it says that we can confirm that Leagues 3 Shattered Relics will release on January 19th and will run until March 2nd. We've opted for a date in the new year based on experience with previous leagues. Understandably, running over Christmas isn't ideal, as many of you rightly want to spend the festive season with friends and family.
Says who?
I know, right? I feel like they're trying to give themselves an out. I feel like a lot of us know that we're like nerd, closed in people that are just gonna like go downstairs, get some turkey, and then come back and play some more leagues.
No, we can't even do that because now that we're vegan, no one ever makes vegan food. We have to go places, hang out, come home, and eat by ourselves.
Oh no, I was just saying for the general population. They're just gonna go downstairs, you know, be like, "Oh, hey, Uncle Bob that I hate that I see once a year."
Stop.
And then they're going to get some mashed potatoes and then go back upstairs.
Yeah.
That's literally what's going to happen. I don't know who they're fooling and thinking we're a family-based community.
All the families listening to this podcast are now shaking their heads.
The group of 22 like people, all part of the same family that listen.
An entire family line listens. They're the only ones that listen to the podcast.
Well,
Mandy and their family shaking their fist.
And so to finish up, they say that before then you can expect to face Nex in game.
We're getting Nex before leagues? Come on.
It says that should it pass the poll, you'll be able to fight Nex on January 5th, 2022. So
was that confirmed?
I know, right? So that's so that's exactly 2 weeks before leagues come out. You'll be able to fight Nex and farm that for 2 weeks, and then you'll be focusing on leagues probably.
I thought they'd at least put Nex out like way earlier since they're postponing leagues now, but okay.
Yeah,
so we have nothing for a couple months.
Yeah, it's so stupid. It's like this is like literally a self-imposed like dry season in the game. It's like, yeah. So honestly, this is kind of
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's foolish. It's just not wise. I don't even know what else to say about it. Obviously, we're disappointed. We wanted to play leagues, and two, it's not like I think they're like kind of putting the like not vast majority of people before everything else, which is just like
because some people playing Group Iron don't want it yet.
Yeah, it's like it's not even like it's happening tomorrow, which is the even crazier thing. It's like
it's still a couple weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks in advance. I think in 2 weeks people aren't going to be done in GIM, but the people, like I said, that are going hard in GIM are going to continue to go hard. They're not going to stop. They're not going to be done
in January either.
Yeah, or if they are going to stop and play leagues, they're still going to have this account open and doing like wood cutting while they're doing stuff in leagues.
Oh, you know what they should have done is just done a poll. Why didn't they just do a poll?
Oh, because they actually made jokes about this, and so they're saying that they just don't want to poll every time something comes out, like the release date, because it would just take too long to poll like literally every decision.
I feel like this one's a good one though, because I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But if anyone is happy about it being postponed, let us know why, because we're a little biased, clearly.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to hear if anyone does or is really, really happy that this is happening.
We need to hear the other point of view, because we just really wanted to do leagues.
I mean, I'm sure there are people that are really happy. You know, the people that are like wanting to participate in both. Mm-hmm. But that I just don't see how that will
change in 2 months.
Yeah, I don't know. I think in 2 months your account's not going to be like.
You're not going to be over it.
Yeah, it's going to be greatly progressed, but you're still not going to have like super end game gear completed. Like you're probably not going to have chambers completed in 2 months, or at least the average player. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm sure there's some like god players out there that are, but
Of course.
I think the majority of people that are still going to be playing aren't going to be like fully decked out. They're still going to have a lot of progress to make. So it's like, I don't know why they're doing the 2 months in general. It's like
It's
you're
really
skipping
weird.
over all the time people are getting off from Thanksgiving and all the time they're getting off from Christmas just for kind of like no reason. So,
Mhm. But maybe we are just too biased to let us know what you all think.
yeah. But either way, so that's going to be about it for leagues and all that information. And we can actually move on to our questions. But again,
Great.
if you do have any input, let us know down in the comments or DM us or whatever, and we'll respond. It'd be interesting to hear what
We
other
see
people
all the
think about the
comments.
situation.
So our questions, the first one is from Matt on Instagram, who has been asking questions weekly. Shout out, Matt. They asked, what is the spookiest location in OSRS? Assume you'd be there in real life, not in front of a screen. They said the Underground Pass, most specifically the area with the Temple of Ivan.
Yeah, that would be pretty spooky because it's just like a pit, right? Below you.
Yeah, and thinking about, I mean, if it's like in-game, how often you fall down there?
Yeah.
That would be terrifying. I was also thinking Draenor Manor. It's like the most basic scary, but I get creeped out in big houses. I like grew up in a 2-story house and I still frequently have nightmares where I'm at my house. It wasn't even like haunted or anything. Like it just scared me. Being in big houses really scares me. So that one freaked me out. And another one I thought of, I literally Googled creepy places in RuneScape and someone said Tolna's Rift.
Yeah, Tolna's.
And it has like some creepy monsters in there that I bet would be really scary in real life.
They're like half people, right? Or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're sketchy. The other one would be demonic gorillas in that area because I think that they look scary.
Okay.
I think they look scary.
It's funny because I feel like mine is just scarier than all of yours combined.
What is yours?
Mine would be the spider's nest when you do the quest for TOB.
The spider's nest.
Yeah, so like when you go to get, you have to like pour acid on the spider's nest.
I don't know.
It's a nest full of spiders that are up to as big as your player character, and on top of that, there's tons of bodies wrapped in webs.
I weirdly don't think that's scarier to me.
All right, I
guess it's just people's.
way scarier.
Well, I think haunted houses are scary. You think that's scary. It's just perspective and what you're personally afraid of, I guess.
So you wouldn't be scared of seeing piles of bodies that you know are dead,
Robert,
just wrapped up?
I'm saying I would be scared, but I'm more scared of the stuff I listed.
You're more scared of a house? All right, brother.
Houses creep me out.
Yeah, let us know what you think is scary, because apparently Michelle doesn't know what scary means.
You don't know what scary. You won't even watch scary movies. I tell Robert, hey, I'm going to watch a scary movie, and he has nightmares about that.
Well, at least I'm not scared of houses.
That's fair. I'm not saying it's a rational fear.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next one.
Thanks for making us fight, Matt.
Yeah, shout out to Matt. Thanks for the question.
Yeah, if anyone else wants to let us know what you think the scariest is, be sure to hit us up, because it is impossible to see a list of all the places in RuneScape and remember what they all are.
Yeah, exactly.
I know there's stuff that I'm not thinking of.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of places that are like pretty spooky.
Yeah.
Especially, obviously, like 99% of Mauritania.
Yeah, and like Draenor Manor.
Yeah.
So, Ivor asked on Instagram as well, what advice do you have for someone with Gauntlet experience trying to learn Corrupted Gauntlet? And what setup do you go for and what paths do you take? So these are for you.
Okay, yeah, so
3 questions, 1 at a time.
Corrupted Gauntlet, I would say, is about twice as hard as regular Gauntlet.
Dang.
So kind of like with that in mind, I would say like if you can regularly do, I wouldn't even say easily do, if you can regularly do normal Gauntlet, like, I don't know, like 5 times in a row, like fairly regularly with like, you know, a few food left in your inventory, then you should probably just immediately go to Corrupted. Because Corrupted is going to be harder. It is always going to be hard.
Twice as hard, in fact.
There is no chance it's not going to be hard, no matter how much you do regular Gauntlet. What's nice is because it is twice as hard, you get twice as good of loot from it. So
tell me about your 16th and 18th kill there.
Yeah, you can get something that is worth 170 mil, or you can get it's all the same loot. It's just you get twice as much, or you get it twice as fast.
Yeah.
And also on top of that, the regular loot is really valuable. Like you can get the double halberd drop, which is worth like 300k.
Oh, wow.
And as far as routes though, I just always go for regular Gauntlet. I go for T1 all of your armor tier 1, and then a tier 3 weapon and a tier 2 weapon. So I don't waste time getting the second tier 3 weapon because it's just going to die pretty fast anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But for Corrupted Gauntlet, I would go for full tier 2 armor. And I mean, you could probably get away with doing tier 2 armor and a tier 1 helmet if you want to go with that, because I think it's a lot faster that way. But if you have the time, I would say I get the most reliable kill counts with tier 2 everything and then tier 3 of 2 weapons. I know a lot of people are going to go and suggest that you only get the tier 3 ranged weapons, and I do think that's a good idea if you're really comfortable that way. But I think it does save a lot of time just getting the first 2 tier 3 weapons you come across. If you have to go out of your way to get like fish and stuff like that, and you come across like your ideal tier 3 weapon, then I would pick it up just because you're there anyways. But mostly just go with the tier 3 weapons. This is kind of a long answer, but...
No, I mean, it's a lot. You need to know a lot to go there, yeah?
Yeah, kind of. But this is like kind of like a full guide, I guess. But either way,
I think you should make a guide on it.
I might make a guide.
On regular and corrupted.
It's pretty easy to make the guide, so I might actually do that.
Yeah.
But as far as the route you go, I just go, if you're starting in the middle, I go to the top 6 rooms. So it's a 3x2 rectangle, so you go into the rooms that are beside where you spawn, as well as the set of 3 rooms that are to the north of where you spawn. So it's like a little rectangle, and then you go 1 set north of that to find the bosses. And then if that doesn't work, then I just immediately run over to the other bosses, because you should look up, the bosses can only spawn in certain locations. So I'd go and look that up. They can only spawn on the outside of the room. But that's usually what I do, and that's enough to get everything I need.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of complicated. I'd go look up a guide.
Hopefully we'll have one out soon.
On the actual, the room itself, if you're having trouble finding the best route. But in general, it's just, do like the rooms next to where you spawn, and that's about it.
Cool.
But I think that's going to be it for our questions this week. We just got the 2 from our listeners, which is going to be, I think, good enough for now.
Yeah.
And we can kind of discuss, what are you planning on doing next week?
So much.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to be streaming a bunch. I'm going to be off next Monday because we are going to go to Disneyland. But probably going to be on every day other than that. If not me, I'll have Rob go on. So one of us will be. And then I'm going to be working on getting my fletching up. I got it up to 87 now.
Nice.
Very slowly doing the U longbows. But, it's better than nothing. And I'm also going to be working on thieving and Calphite Queen. Maybe a little bit of rune crafting too, but I don't plan doing that a crazy amount. Just maybe like 20 minutes a day just to make dents in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just work on skilling Calphite and trying to get that achievement cape slowly but surely.
Yeah, eventually one day.
Eventually one day, hopefully. I think that's about it. Oh, my woodcutting video. What's it called? My woodcutting outfit video.
Yeah, your lumberjack video.
Yeah. I finally got my outfit, actually. I kind of wasn't doing it for a couple weeks because I was getting so distracted with other stuff. So I got my outfit. I need to go and finish up that video, but I imagine it won't be out for a couple weeks just because we have some other stuff that we're prioritizing for now.
Yeah.
But it will be coming in the future. And that's all I could think of right now, at least. And I need to get my music cape this week.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
But what about you?
Kind of the same. I'm going to keep working on my GIM, like I said, and now hopefully I am tentatively planning on putting out my video on my GIM progress and stuff like that.
Awesome.
On either Fridays or Saturdays. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
So that should come out this week before you listen to this, or actually the day after you listen to this podcast. Maybe be on the lookout for that. And we'll see. I can probably show you the little bit of progress I've made so far in the GIM. It's kind of just going to be like a starting intro video. And then along with that, I'll have all of the normal New World videos coming out as well. I'm still playing that on the reg. And I might even stream as well. So
cool.
Yeah, so kind of a lot going on. So that's going to be pretty cool.
Another thing I'm hoping that we can do soon that Alfresco actually suggested, I'm pretty sure it's Alfresco, is like duo streaming. Like both of us could stream while doing like God Wars Dungeon or something. That could be cool.
Yeah, that could be cool.
We'd have to look into how to set it up. It'd probably be kind of annoying, but...
No, I think we could set it up pretty easily. I'm just like kind of hesitant because I do want to focus on the GIM. And
or we could...
I can't do...
We could do group streaming group, both of us playing.
Yeah, we could.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we might do something like that soon.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I think that's about it. If anyone wants to send us like questions, say hello or anything, you can literally anywhere. YouTube is just Bunebape. Instagram is just Bunebape. Twitter, couldn't get just Bunebape. It's Bunebape OSRS.
Yeah, Bunebape is the name of an Indian man, I think.
Yeah, that doesn't even use Twitter.
Yeah, never posted.
Yeah, but feel free to hit us up anywhere. Say hello. Tell us how it's going. Oh, you can catch the stream at twitch.tv/Bunebape. I'm usually streaming around 7 or 8 to 11 Pacific Standard Time at night. So come stop on by, say hello. Let us know if you listen to the podcast because it always gets us really excited.
Yeah, it's really cool whenever someone comes by and
It's
says
so
they've been listening for a long
cool.
time. We've done a couple of those recently, and it's really nice to
We're
hear.
just like screaming internally. Oh, someone on Discord said it too. You could join Discord. I don't know the easiest way to get there. I would just go from our stream and do the ! Discord.
Yeah, you can
Just
either
click
go
the
to our
link from there.
stream or just look up Bunebape on YouTube, and in all of the videos, one of the top links will be to our Discord. Anyone can join, and you can stick around, ask questions about RuneScape, New World, new questions, old questions.
You can just even talk about whatever you want and be like, I'm eating this right now.
Yeah, some
will be
people
like,
just talk
"Wow."
about like family stuff, like we post whenever we're going to Disneyland,
Yeah.
or like tattoos, stuff like that. You
Yeah,
can go
just
post
whatever.
anything down there, and yeah, we're just trying to make a kind of interesting community.
Yes, I'd agree.
So that's
But-
going to be about it.
Yep. Thank you
I
all
hope
for
you
listening.
all enjoy the video, and
Talk to you next week.
yeah, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Meet Mer.